if you had to give 3 tips off the top of your head for beginner riders who are going to the track for the very first time.
Oh,
I know we've done probably something like this similar, but
yeah.
almost threw up. If you had to give 3 off the very top of your head, what are you saying? First time at the track.
Go with a buddy or somebody
yeah,
who's been there a couple times that knows the ropes. Focus on fundamentals. Don't worry about, this is your first time at a track. Don't focus on going fast, doing the jumps that all the other guys are doing. Focus on eyes, feet, elbows, good posture, thinking, you know, a couple of corners ahead, keeping your eyes, all that stuff. Focus on that stuff. Third, I would say have fun. No pressure, no expectations. Just go and enjoy it because it's fun. These tracks that we have, especially some of the newer, more modern tracks, they're fun. They're meant to be enjoyed, and you want to make it like an enjoyable experience. You don't want to put too much pressure or stress on yourself. So this list could be 100 things, but that top 3.
Wait, the couple of the things that you just said, I think are difficult for somebody going to the track for the first time because it can be an intimidating environment.
Yes.
So I guess my 3 tips going to the track for the very first time, if you can go with a buddy that's been to the track before, yeah, that's a huge asset because you can rely on their experience a little bit. If you don't have that, get inside of the Moto Academy app, ask some questions in the community.
Yeah.
Ask somebody, hey, I'm going to the track on this day. I bet you could find a riding partner in the app to go with you for the day and help you out.
And you know what? You I think you're good at this because people like you just glom onto you. But like know the track owners. Introduce yourself to people that are like that run the track. Tell them it's your first time.
Yep.
Have them keep an eye out on you. If they have any tips or tricks, I'm sure they love to brag about how much work they put into the track. And it's cool. It's cool to know those kind of people. So yeah.
The track owners are typically really helpful in a situation like that, I would say.
100%.
Right. 2, create a game plan. Walk the track specifically, like walk the exterior of the track, know where you're going. Don't just go out there blind. Create like almost like an exit strategy in a sense of just knowing, okay, if there's a lot of people out there, which group should I go out in? Should I ride to the right side of the track, to the left side? On this, maybe there's a huge jump. Is there a place where maybe I can just go around it and safely re-enter after it? It's little things like that where people overlook and then they just throw themselves to the wolves. They're out there and now next thing you know, the people are flying by them like they're dropping an anchor and they don't know where to go or what to do. So it's like, create that game plan. I always tell people when pilots are in an airplane and they're taking off, they have a plan. If those engines cut immediately as soon as they take off, they know what they're going to try and do to land that plane. Most people, when they get on the dirt bike, they don't have a plan. They figure it out as they go. Create a plan. It's not until you get to a really high level that you subconsciously automatically have that plan, just based on experience, and you can draw from experience. At first, you have to be really deliberate with creating it. And I see it at class all the time. People do the silliest things where you would, if you had a common sense conversation with somebody, they'd be like, oh, duh. You know, don't cross the track after a jump. Don't stop on the track after a jump. Duh. I get it. But then when you're out there with your helmet on and things are going, you'll do it. People will do it. Even parents at classes. We ended the day in the UK at Moto 101. Awesome class, amazing day. I do a beautiful, well-articulated debrief of just, this is a starting point of riding with intention. So from this point forward, I really hope that you guys can draw and take what you learned today and begin to implement those habits and ride with intention moving forward. If you're going to free ride, give us 10 minutes to get off the track so we can all safely, pedestrians and parents included, get off the track and then ride that free ride with intention because it starts now. Don't just say, hey, AJ's going to, you know, sell some tour shirts over there and hang out with people. I'm going to just go wide open and put my foot out. And what happens? I say, all right, bye guys. Amazing day. I start walking back. Parents, everybody starts walking back. And then like 3 or 4 kids start doing a moto to get to the track exit. And as they're doing that, which that was kind of silly in itself, right? Because they were crossing, I mean, they had 7 more corners to go until they were off the track. Those 7 corners kind of came back on themselves to where the parents are now walking across the track on the landings of jumps. And I'm just like, so now I got Ethan doing one of these. I've got Coach Alessandro trying to wave people down. I'm running this way to try to snag people.
It's always those 65 riders.
I just
just disrespectful.
But even in that situation, it was
Yeah.
the parents doing silly stuff too. It's like because they just didn't.
Yeah.
They don't think about it because they haven't had the experience to see it go wrong, I guess, yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason that it makes me a little bit of a helicopter dad. Is that I know every way you can hurt yourself in every situation.
Yeah.
So it scares me a little bit because I've hurt myself in so many different ways and seen people hurt themselves in so many different ways. I'm hypersensitive to knowing how to avoid it.
Yeah.
And so with Millie, I'm like, no, don't do that. Because I like see the future in a sense. Like I know that she's going to try to do this and this is going to happen. And she's going to hurt herself this way.
Yep.
Where maybe the average person that's getting on a dirt bike, going to the track for the first time doesn't have that situational awareness.
For sure.
If you guys enjoyed that podcast clip, you can listen to full episodes on Apple Music and Spotify. And make sure if you haven't already, join our community inside of the Moto Academy app. Go to themotoacademy.com today. I'll see you guys inside the community.